What we're doing, and what I'll be asking you to do, is you're reflecting some content, some of the things that they're saying. You're reflecting some of their emotion. And the third thing that you're doing is that you're listening with your heart. How do you feel when someone listens to you?
Valued.
Valued, okay, important. What do people often do instead of listening? Talk. Okay, so they talk about...
Or think about what they're going to say next.
Think about what they're going to say next. What were you saying? Same thing? Thinking about what they're going to say next?
Sometimes they're looking around. And
Sometimes they're looking around. How do you feel when they're going...
Oh, I don't feel like they really want to hear what I have to say.
Okay, so they don't want to hear what you have to say. Okay, what else do people do?
Project.
Project, okay.
They kind of twist your words to their own agenda.
Okay, they twist your words to their own agenda. How do you feel when they do that?
Disrespected.
Okay, great. Okay. And what happens with this? What happens with a student if they get really angry, and then I get angry back at them?
You feed that.
Okay, I feed that.
Clears up.
Okay.
Also disempowered because you're in a position of authority.
Okay, so, and if I'm a mother and a student and I do that, will that child continue to talk to me?
No.
Okay.
I always find it very wise, like, soon as not to take a position, because as soon as you take a position, you create the opposition. So.
Okay, so when I take a position, like a position of opposition, I'm creating that opposition. Okay, so when I listen, what happens? Okay.
You stimulate them,
Okay.
the listener.
Okay, great. So active listening is a beautiful thing to do, to just honor people, you know, whether our teenagers, and what it requires, especially teenagers, is getting out of the way for a minute and hearing them. And what happens is that it opens the door. And I want the door to be open to my child, because if that door is open, we can discuss things, and it builds a relationship. And when I active listen and they get down to here, then I may stop active listening. And then I can do some other things. Like once they're at this state, then maybe I might want to give hope, or we talk about a solution, or I just let them know I understand. But if I do this before that, I'm just creating opposition. If you think about it, you know, if you're sitting on the couch and crying, okay, you're sitting on the couch and crying, and I come in and I say, what are you crying for? You always have a problem. What's the matter with you? How do you feel?
Misunderstood.
Okay, misunderstood. We're ashamed. Okay, you're sitting on the couch crying. I come in and I say, you know, I know what you need to do. What you need to do is you need to get up and you need to start. How do you feel? Okay, okay.
No love, that's what my kids do.
Okay, no love. Now, when I start giving you solutions when you have a problem, what's the message? You can't handle it yourself. You're incompetent.
I know much more than you.
I know much more than you. And there's something wrong with you because you're having this emotion. Okay, so when there's a lack of acceptance of you on my part, you are not free to accept yourself. And then you feel disempowered to solve your own problem. But when I accept where you are, you feel seen and you have more power to work on your own problem.
Exactly.